Robert.
I'm
Yeah,
not
boot
gonna.
button's ready.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right, we are live, guys. We have Robert's Garage and My Legacy Garage here. Both car guys through and through. Both from Yankees, or to me anyway. And they like C10s and automobiles all together. So we'll get right into the show here. We're just kind of hanging out, talking. So no real format. But yeah, it's excuse me, what temperature you say it was there?
97.
Robert? 97 degrees, boy. It's hot up there. What about you, Legacy?
It's about 72 in the house.
Oh, nice. Oh, in the house. There you go. I was like, hey, outside? But yeah, in the house. That makes sense.
Yeah, I always seem to do lives on that when it's hot out.
Well, I see so far I see Nova guy in the chat here. Anybody else pops in, just say hi. We'll kind of mention you and see what's going on. But dudes with wrenches, I see them popping in.
Yeah, I see
said,
him.
Hey. Well, we'll go ahead and I guess start on the little. Like I said, it's not really formatted, but I got some questions here for everybody. We'll start with My Legacy Garage. You want to do a quick introduction of you and your channel?
Well, my name is Chris. So apparently not a lot of people know that. It's probably because I never say it in the videos, but that's my name. And we started the channel a little over a year ago, just having fun, basically recording the stupid crap that we do with the junk that we buy. And that's where we're at.
All right. And you forgot to mention that you are now a Ford lover, right?
No.
I seen that last
Saturday.
car. So did you sell that car?
Yep. Left Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if anybody knew that yet. I don't think I've seen it on the video yet. So
a little bit of profits.
Not much.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, she was a little rusty. Hey, maybe you got some good views out of it at least, right?
Yeah,
that video series did pretty good, actually.
Right.
Let's see, Jessica Legacy Garage. I guess that's your spouse there. She's in. 113's popped in. 113 Cycles. He's a pretty new channel, guys. I know he has some interesting stuff coming up. Heart Rock Garage. Hey, haven't seen you before. Hey, how's it going?
He's got a good channel.
Okay, I'll check. Let me write him down. I'll check him out. Yeah, we go through. I know we're going to talk about all kind of channels. I try to write them down and check them out. Last time I was on here with Half Fast, he told me about Puddin's Garage. I don't know if y'all watched him yet.
Oh yeah,
well, Puddin's a trip.
That's a funny guy right there, isn't he?
Park it, market.
Well, Robert, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Kind of same thing for you. Introduction of you and your channel, and I guess we'll go ahead if you want to do it, and then he could jump back in. Just kind of what made you start YouTube too.
Well, my kids kind of I didn't know nothing about no YouTube, and they've been watching it a long time, and then I went on there and I seen a couple car channels, so I was like, oh, I should probably watch some of that stuff. So I started watching it, seen the My Legacy and a few others, and then Mortsky and a couple other people, and I said, oh damn. And then the kids kept saying, you should do that, you should do that. So then I kind of made a few small videos or whatever, and then decided to keep going, and that was it. I mean, I can't believe we got 3,000 subs. But
it's pretty quick too.
Yeah.
Well, you've been on what, almost a year now?
About 10 months, yeah.
That's really quick. We got Julie Gerlinger and Roy Marcos stopping in real quick, and then Adam Ward just popped in. Hey, from the Pod Filter podcast, says 615 Customs popped in. Hey, how's it going?
615.
How's it going, guys?
Roy.
Well, Legacy, we was talking about your Ford a little bit there. I guess you sold it. You gonna get some more Fords coming?
I hope not.
Yeah. So you just find cars on Facebook Marketplace and go pick them up, or?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Sometimes I knock on random people's doors.
Oh, you just see something sitting out in the weeds?
Yeah, I mean that's where the yellow truck came from. I
Hey, you
drove
got a
by
good
it
one
and
there.
went and knocked on the door, and it wasn't even their truck, but they gave me the phone number for the guy who's it belonged to, and I sent him a text message, and a couple days later I picked it up.
Oh, okay. They're probably happy to get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess they wanted it out of their yard. He had told me it was a 307, but it's actually a 400, and
Oh, nice.
he's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good looking truck. I mean, it has a little bit here and there. But overall, I think it was pretty solid.
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually put plates on that one. I don't usually put plates on them or title them my name.
Oh, boy.
Right.
So you're keeping that one, huh?
Yeah, at least for now.
At least for now.
Gotta keep one. They're getting hard to get.
I know where there's another one sitting right now. Been kind of holding my breath on it because I cut a deal on something else that I'm going to go pick up on Saturday.
Well, you know, if you wouldn't have you made more money on that Ford, you could have went and bought 2 things. But.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is.
The Ford did good. You know, it was actually, you know, in retrospect, fun. You know, a little bit of a challenge.
A little bit of struggle.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Like, I mean, the yellow truck, all I did was squirt a little something in it, hook a battery up, and it was running. I mean, where's the fun in that? Right?
Small blocks are good.
I watched you get that Ford ready. I didn't break a sweat at all. It looked pretty easy to me.
Did you guys watch all the way to the end and see all the start attempts?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I always watch everybody's videos to the end. Either I put them on and watch them, or I'll put them on in the background while I'm working on something. So,
yep.
I do the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Well, I don't do the door knocking. My wife does that. She told me about this truck here, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to go look at it. I know the floors are all rotted out and everything else. You know, that's what I was thinking because I've had thousands of them. And she's like, you better come and check it out. And I kept telling her, no, I'm not checking it out. Yeah. And well, finally I went over there and looked at it, and I couldn't get the $1,000 out of my pocket fast enough, you know, and that was 6-7 years ago.
I bet not.
Yeah, that guy said, well, thanks for not Jewing me down. I'm like, I didn't dare, you know. But she knocks on the doors, I don't. I've had people tell me to get off their yard, and I wasn't even really on there. It just came in the driveway a little bit. And
yeah, I've been chased off.
Get out of here.
Everybody's wanting you to do a burnout because you're the only one with a vehicle near you.
I see that 615.
Okay, you just subscribe to Heart Rock. That's cool. Yeah, support each other, guys. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he's a good channel.
But
he hasn't made any videos for a month, so he better get on it.
Oh, he better get on. I haven't either though. I made a couple shorts, but I'm trying to do something different on my channel. You know, watching everybody else's channel. I'm not trying to copy, but
right.
It's more for me. It's more entertaining. The way some people like the way Legacy got his channel laid out and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of do something like that instead of doing like clips of repairing this or repairing that, and less of how to and more of a, you know, just for people wanting to watch. I'll buy a vehicle, fix it all up. That'd be one video, and then move on to the next one. So I buy so many vehicles. That's how I can do it. But I was just fixing like something I haven't done before. I'm like, oh, let me put it on video, and I mean, it gets views, but it sure didn't get subscribers. So
right.
And for me, I know that I wouldn't want to sit there and watch somebody do that. That's more of somebody trying to figure out how to do it. They'll look it up and figure out how to do it. So
I mean, I got a couple of videos like that on the channel too, like the pool videos to convert it over to a sand filter, and
I seen
Modine heater video that did really well. Actually, it was like #1 in the Google search. You hit Google, Modine unit heater, and boom, there I was.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that a pool thing would get you like 10,000 views or whatever, you know?
Right? It's ridiculous.
Well, how-to videos will get you some views. They just won't get you any subscribers.
Fart water did pretty good too.
Well, you don't
fart water.
Well, you need subscribers, but I mean the views are better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I've got plenty of them videos. They get lots of views, so I'll still be doing some of that. And people, some reason, like the radio installs I do, so I'll make that a separate video when I install radio. But other than that, I'm gonna put all the car videos together. So instead of just here and there.
I don't know what headphones these are. They're my kids. I swiped them from them. Said, give me those. I need them.
That's some of them. That's some of them PlayStation headphones. Huh? Pro gamer.
They say 400 on them. I don't know.
$400.
No, they say 400 on them.
Yeah,
That's a small block, right?
It froze up. There we go.
I froze up.
Yeah, just for a second. That's all good. Well, I seen you got some new stuff for your C20 in there, and I seen you was installing some on your last video.
Oh yeah, I've installed a lot on that in the last month or two.
I love watching Robert spend money.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know you do. Yeah, I spend more than I got sometimes.
That's the way it goes, man. Being a car guy.
You got to start selling some of them vehicles.
No.
See, you can
I'm
do
one of
the
those
same thing.
guys that, I like to keep my stuff.
Oh no, I
I
got.
like the money, but I like to, but I figure, well, I can't get another one of those. What, I better not sell it. And I've done that before. I sold it and I can't get the same thing back,
Well, I got that old ratty C30 that I was telling you guys about earlier. It's I don't know. I keep deciding if I want to get it ready and sell it, or just get it ready and keep it. Either way, I'm going to be working on it. But they are getting hard to come by.
Yeah.
So,
I got some cars about 150 miles away. They've been there for since 2014. I bought them. It's a friend of mine. They're on his farm. It's one's a 74 Opel GT. That's a poor man's Corvette, and then two 70s mail Jeeps. I got they're right hand drives, and I got
maybe you can go pick some of them up for some videos.
Well, I'm running out of room.
Oh, yeah. Let's take him over to Legacy's place. He got plenty of room.
He's too far, or I'd be over there already if he wasn't that far. Got some Harleys. I guess I haven't done a trip for a long time.
Well, I guess you're Chris. I guess you're northeast, huh? Maryland, is that where
Atlantic, Maryland.
Yeah, he's
and Robert, you're North
way
Dakota,
over that
South
way.
Dakota?
I'm 2 miles from the North Dakota border.
I got you. Yeah. Well, it's spread everywhere then.
Yeah.
I mean, you get the heat in the summer and the frigid in the winter, don't you?
Last winter wasn't too bad. It didn't snow much. It snowed everywhere else, though.
Oh, you was telling me
that it
how it
normally
was.
don't.
Come on now.
Right.
We got a bunch of snow this last year. It was crazy. Hard Rock City's in Oklahoma. Okay, so you got a bunch of snow too. I'm over right here in Arkansas. So, but yeah. 615. Of course, that's that should be Nashville probably 615.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we got it beaten. Y'all seen Dallas? They got it worse than everybody, I think, or they just wasn't prepared. But
well, when it gets cold, all their pipes freeze because they got them outside their houses.
Yep.
Well, when's the last time they had a freeze?
Well,
I think it was like 2001, and it wasn't that cold.
And what year was that? 2013. That house in Tucson, they had the pipe above the house, and then it went down through the middle. Well, anyways, came over there, it froze, and then when it thawed, there was water spraying out of the top of the house, like the fire department was over there spraying it, and it was just the water line split because it froze. Yeah, it was something else.
Roy Marco says winter was cold up there. Of course, you're in Canada, dude. That's like Antarctica, but up north.
Right? Isn't it just like cold there except for like 6 weeks a year?
It looks like it's pretty warm over there now. I don't know. Like Winnipeg, where DD Speed Shop is, that's only like a couple 300 miles from here. So I don't know where Roy's at. I think he's over towards like Montana or something on that border area.
Over towards Montana. That's pretty close to North Dakota, isn't it?
Yeah.
They may. Julie says they may have better food though. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Never been up there, so.
I've been to Canada. I was up to North Bay, Ontario. Had poutines for the first time. It's pretty good, actually.
Oh, that's way over on your side and up.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're pretty close to Canada, huh?
Not really.
Compared to us, anyway.
Right.
I don't know. Robert's probably closer.
You think?
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
well, the border ain't that far from here. I mean, it's only a couple
Oh.
100 miles or whatever. Maybe
Oh,
It's
250.
probably, I don't know, 6 hours or so from like Niagara Falls.
It's not too bad. Adam Ward said they're flooding there in Western Australia right now. Oh crap!
Oh, see, Roy said it's Alberta's right above North Dakota, so that ain't that far from him, I guess. I thought he was over by
Australia's
Montana.
been having some issues. They had the mice and all the bugs and all the
Yeah.
weather, of course, and the fires this last year. Boy, they just get hit hard. So, well, man, what are y'all guys working on? You want to give it away? I know, Chris, I know you said you had something that you were, I don't know if you're ready to talk about it yet. But
He's
I mean, the
always
deal
got,
isn't officially done yet.
he's got
okay.
secrets.
I haven't paid for it yet, but I'll give you a hint. It's a Tri-5 Chevy.
Well, that's that's more than a hint.
Oh,
Yeah, but you don't know anything else about it.
it's
Could be a
different.
turd. Oh, it's different. Oh,
He's got something he should already be working on instead of buying more. How
yeah.
about that?
What's that?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh.
Where'd he go?
He got mad. You was talking about his stuff.
I did not. He knows already about that. But
He'll be back. Well, I guess when he's gone, we can ask you the question. What are you working on?
well, I'm still working on this.
Yeah, it's coming
And-
along pretty good though.
Right, I got the seat done. I got the intake done. I got the dash done. I did the kill mat. The brakes are all done. Tie rod ends,
On camera.
ball joints. There you are.
I'm back.
You got Miss Legacy in the background peeking in. Well, Robert won't talk bad about your vehicles no more. You don't have to.
I wasn't talking bad. He's got secret cars that he just don't want to work on.
It's not a secret. I've talked about it before.
No, I know. Well, pretend secret.
Do y'all want to know the story behind it?
Let's do it.
The secret.
Five.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I have out in the other shed 69 Camaro RS. And it was my mother's very first car. My grandpa bought it for her brand new off the showroom floor. It's a 352 barrel with a hot power glide. It ain't anything special, but it's special to me because it left the family and then it came back. My grandpa had it for a long time and he gave it to me. And I tore it down in 2005 and got the quarters and everything put on it because it was rusted out from the vinyl top like they all do. And
Right on the crease.
oh yeah, and then got almost all the rust repair all done on it. And then my buddy, whose garage I was working on it in, sold his house, and I stuffed it in the shed up at my dad's house. And then I moved out of the state, and it sat there for a long time. Then it got moved down here. Then it moved to another place down here. And this is the third place in Maryland I've had to move it to. So I drag it with me everywhere. I will never sell it.
Right.
And someday I'll finish it.
I don't know. I say I never sell. Well, I was going to say I'd never sell something, but I sell everything I get.
I know you do.
Yeah, I had
I'll
that.
sell anything else.
You'd sell a
Not that
ketchup
car.
popsicle if you could.
I'm telling you, I sure would.
I know.
Well, I had that Jimmy for a long time. It's probably the longest I've ever had a vehicle.
And then
my
you were
wife bought it for me. Yeah,
Then you were telling me you're gonna sell it, and what I tell you, don't do it.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Well, my wife bought it for me when I was in Afghanistan, so that was 2009 or so, and I sold it this last year. So, but my son said he didn't want it anymore. He wants a Camaro now, and he wants a Turgin too. So
I've had a few of them, but
I don't have to. I like them, but they have no power, of course.
I had a couple IROCs or whatever, the same thing.
Yeah.
right before I started the channel, I actually, I think it was an 85, 87. I don't remember. It was an early IROC popped up on Facebook Marketplace. And it was over in Annapolis at some housing complex or something over there. And he was getting ready to get fined if he didn't get it out of the parking lot. And I bought it for $300.
Oh, heck yeah.
I was like, I'll be right there.
Well, that's the way to buy them.
About 100 miles an hour to get there. Yeah.
What do you guys do when they don't have titles and stuff?
I don't buy without a title.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I have a dealer's license, and
yeah.
there's North Dakota is easier to get titles, but South Dakota they want you to be like an impound lot and have it sitting there forever, and then you can title it. But like I've had a few when at my shop in Mandan, they don't pay their bill, they never come back to get their car. Then I just certified letter to them, and then go through the DMV and show them the certified letter, and then they just issue a title right there.
Wow, that's quick. It's a lot harder than that here. So we just need to send all our titles, all the stuff we need titles for to Robert. He'll take care of it.
No.
Yeah, right. Did mechanic work in Maryland, right?
Yeah, huh? Right in your garage.
Right.
Man, I get some
Mobile.
deals on stuff without a title.
Huh?
Yeah, you can get some real deals. But if I was looking for a parts vehicle or something, that'd be how I'd do it. But,
well, if I was to go buy it, like where he's at or whatever, and what the hell? Oh, the dogs are out. Anyway, if I was to go buy a vehicle from wherever he's at, and I bring it back here, I would, or North Dakota, I probably could get a title. Like when I bought
titles for both of those stupid midgets I bought.
You did, huh?
Yep.
And well, that one's runs, right? Or it kind of runs.
So the next video comes out, and I'll give it away. Yes, it runs. It runs good, actually.
I seen that one that Junkyard Diggs did. That thing was stuck, and he went and got another engine or whatever. And I thought, it looked pretty easy. It looked pretty easy, but I don't know.
They're not easy to work on. They suck.
Well, they don't look like there's much room in there.
There's not. And you know what the weirdest
part is? It looks like you
is?
can just grab it and put it in.
Well, that's what he did. He did most of the engine work outside, and then put the new engine in.
Like the hardest part about it though is they're so low to the ground, you have to almost like kind of half squat and lean over the car to work on it.
Oh no!
Oh, that makes your back hurt real nice.
Yes.
And your knees, and
yeah, I love that. You stand there for about 10 minutes working on something, and then you're kind of just stuck there like that.
I guess that's why y'all like them C10s and C20s, huh?
I don't know why I like them. I just do.
They're good.
They're easy to work on, and they sell for big money.
Well, it's not that. I think it's the look, I guess. I don't know.
When you gonna start liking these avalanches, man? I got one right now.
I heard about
avalanche. They got nothing but wiring problems. After they're used and abused, and all the craps, the wires are all shot, and the gauge clusters go out, and then you don't know how much gas is in there, and that's why I call them a clapalanche.
Let's see. 113 says it's easy to get a title for a motorcycle through Vermont. It's the same for cars. I don't know. I've never been to Vermont.
You can live under the hood. Yes, you could, dudes with wrenches.
I had a 2013, I think, or 12 Ram 1500. It had the little 6-cylinder in it, and I could climb in there and work on that truck sitting inside of it. It's pretty. You can't really do that with a newer vehicle. So
I was sitting inside this one, but I didn't film it.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a little heavier than you. So
well, I couldn't really.
It's harder for me to fit in somewhere.
I could hardly get back out of there. I was old. You're sitting there just nice, putting the stuff on there, and then you try to get out and you both fall down. So I knew I decided I wasn't going to film that.
CNC Auto Works popped in. Hey, how's it going? Old car guy. Hey, there's another Canadian there.
How's it going, guys?
Speaking of cars, it's hard to work on. Or ain't got a lot of room. His little Yugo. I don't know if you guys have been watching that one, but it's coming along.
Well, you know his cousin Igor, he's fucking cool. Oops.
It's all good.
Beep. Son of a. I wasn't gonna do that. That slipped out.
It'll be all right.
Damn it, Chris.
I didn't do it. I didn't even egg you on.
Hard Rock said he put a 454 Vortec with a 700 R4 converted to a carb and dropped it in a 67 C10. You know, some of them C10 guys, some of them older guys at 67 through 72, I think the same model.
They're like
They'll get-
Mopar guys.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, they'll get upset if you change the engine. Right?
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's got to be original.
I don't, you know, on mine, the seat covers, it's a C10 cover, but it's out of like a 71 or 72. I didn't want the one that was in there. It was green or whatever. I wanted that one with the little scroll on the seat. You know what I mean? Legacy.
Yeah, the more expensive one.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like $100, $200 or something like that for that cover. I just wanted that one. I didn't want the other one in there. So
I know Robert would never do it. What about the Legacy? Will you ever take one and make an electric truck out of it?
No,
don't even talk about that now.
Not even blasphemy, huh?
I don't even like my electric golf cart.
That's why whoever had that golf cart that I got, that's why it's not electric anymore. Because apparently it didn't work out. Or the batteries are too
615.
expensive.
615 says, go hit the like button. Yes, please.
13.
If you haven't already. 615. Go hit the like button. Yep. We got, we're looking at 13 like that's what you was talking about. I'm sorry. That's pretty good, guys. Appreciate it. Everybody stopping in. It's been pretty good so far. We have a little, like I said, I have a little thing I kind of stick to, but not really stick to. It's just questions. But Chris, what's your YouTube goals?
Oh. So there really isn't any goals.
Except for buying more Fords. We get that.
Yeah. I mean, I decided that I do this stuff anyway. So why not record it and put it on YouTube? And I like to be funny and sarcastic. So
Have fun with it. Yeah, I get it.
might as well record it and edit some videos. Jessica really likes to edit them. She really enjoys doing that kind of stuff. So it just kind of works out. And what happens, and we're cool with it.
Well, I wish I had somebody do my editing. That's the worst part of it.
You ain't kidding.
His YouTube goals are 10 million subscribers. I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can handle that. I'd have to actually quit my day job.
My goal is 1,000. I don't know what my goal would be after that. I just think what it is.
You're almost there.
Oh yeah, it's coming along. Oh,
More Yingling.
Chris will hit 1 million. Chris will hit 10 million before I hit 1,000, right?
I'm kind
Mad
of stuck
Trees
right
popping
at
in.
3,000.
Oh, it'll grow. You just gotta keep putting more than videos out there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
People seem to like your shorts.
yeah. There's a lot of views on those, and
Man, I hate
they're
shorts.
from everywhere.
But
I
people
do
watch
too.
them.
I don't really watch them.
No, I don't watch them at all. But people watch them on their phone. It's like TikTok for YouTube.
I think it's like 615 said they're somehow the music is making them. That's why I put the music on there or whatever. That's why it's getting the views.
Because the music is another thing that tags it.
Well, who would have thought you get 15 hours out of a 15-second short for hours?
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And plus, there's not much editing to go with them, so you know.
No, that's when you push that on there or whatever, it just goes for 15 seconds and then it just uploads. So.
Well, and it's not like TikTok, because TikTok, if you do a burnout, they'll kick it off.
Boot you, yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can't do burnouts. It's like, what they say it is? I can't remember what the word they use it is.
It's something about
awesome?
safety or whatever. But yeah, awesome. I did one. I actually got them to accept the video, and they put it back on. But all my videos have around between 300 and 45,000 views, and that one has like 30. They blacklisted it, I'm sure, but yeah, they don't like them. And even that video they put it back on has a little thing at the bottom saying this could be unsafe.
I
So
don't
that's
know
pretty
what the
bad.
big deal is. If I'm in my driveway burning off my tires, how is that unsafe for anyone else?
Right. They'd
It's a
rather
hell
see
of
a half naked woman.
it's not a
Shake
burnout.
it more
You're just
like
letting
that.
smoke out of the tires.
I seen a few of those channels out there where they have their women on there and their shit's hanging out just to get views.
Hey, that'll get you some views.
Yeah.
It definitely gets you some views. Now, I don't know how many people will stay if the content's no good, but it'll get
Right.
you. It's clickbait, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done any clickbait.
No.
I could put, like my stimulus paid for this or something.
Right. Well, that might get you some hate too. I don't know.
Yeah, that stimulus seems to be getting a lot of views. I looked at that.
Sure.
It goes through recommended or whatever. And
It pops up for you a lot.
And I look at it, I'm like, damn, this guy's got 930,000 subscribers for stimulus.
Right. Trying to see what you could buy with your stimulus check.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that. If you look at some of those guys, they got 1 million views on almost all of them. I'm like, damn, if you put some clickbait like stimulus on there, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not do the clickbait. I just,
No.
For me, I just want to have fun with YouTube. If it starts getting serious like that, I'll go do something else.
Right. I'm just
Dude's richest stimulus. What's that?
I'm just doing it for something to do. There ain't no goal or nothing.
Oh, you're a YouTube star now, so
yeah, you're almost there.
yeah, not yeah.
Everybody knows Robert. He talks to literally everybody.
I'm telling you.
I try to. I try to help him out.
Yeah, and hey, you and Roy Marcos, between y'all two, I'm telling you, y'all share my channel more than I do. So
Roy's awesome.
That's
Did you
awesome.
see that
Oh, yeah.
57 he did up? Man,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was beautiful.
With
That
his
engine bay.
yeah, and his power cables and ground cables. Oh yeah, he did a good job on that.
Oh yeah.
see, I still like that C50 he has the best. I mean, I like his other stuff. Don't get it wrong. There's Pontiac he has and all that, but that C50, man, it's
The
it's
C50
special. It's cool.
There was
With
one of
that-
them for sale
that
around
Betty-
here, pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah, he cut
Yeah.
the frame on that, shortening everything.
Yep.
Pretty
New
much
bed on it and
himself.
stuff. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I wish I could do something like that, but
You
I don't know.
can't.
If it's,
you can.
I don't know if I know how or
You
have the
don't need to
tools.
know how. You
I can
just
blame it on all kind of stuff. But
well, I don't know. If you got any mechanical abilities, I'm sure you can do it.
man, I sure don't. I don't know nothing about
Well,
mechanic work.
Well, I seen you putting radios in.
There you go.
Well, and whatever, a wheel bearing or brakes, or if you know how to do that stuff,
I
you
do
can
all that
you
stuff.
can
I do
it.
have a little bit of mechanical ability. I'm just kidding.
I don't.
You can't be a car sale. I don't. Yeah, you lie.
Well, I haven't always been into car sales. I used to be a service manager over a couple Freightliners and, all the diesel mechanic stuff. In the Army, I was a diesel mechanic. But I see that Legacy. I was just thinking about that Jeep you had, man. Are you still got that thing?
He's working on it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that yesterday.
I hate Jeeps. I'll tell you that. I've got this crappy ass Wrangler out here. Man, it's the worst vehicle I got.
You got that straight 6 in yours, right, Chris?
No, it's the 2.5.
Oh, is it?
I got that 4-cylinder too.
Yep.
People love them. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because they're good mud vehicles, I guess. But
Well, around
I
here
hate
they're
'em.
popular because the beach, and you can take the top off and go run down on the beach with them. So I really need to finish it and put it up for sale and get it the hell out of the garage.
Well, especially right now, I don't know in your area, but in my area, if it looks good and it's got good model stuff, they sell for 10 and 15 grand.
Yep.
Which is crazy. I'd never
pay
pay
a
for a
fresh
Jeep.
paint job, and it's going to look nice, and it's got, I don't know, like 122,000 on it, something like that, I think.
I thought I got a good deal, and I started feeling bad about paying $2,500 for it. I hate them, man. Oh, they're so little, and they just ride like crap, and they're not dependable. And just no thanks. What year is yours? Yours is like a 95, right? 97.
Yeah.
I had one of those small Comanche Jeeps or whatever.
Oh,
That
that's
four-cylinder-
cool.
But it was only, I think it was 2-wheel drive pickup or whatever.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
throw
and
LS in it. It's ready to go.
Yeah, well, I don't have it anymore, and I don't LS. I got some LSs, but they're not going anything I got.
Yeah.
LS the world.
I'm done.
LS is
Everyone else
think
is
they're
doing
expensive,
LS.
but
I'm not doing LS.
just go to Copart and get you a wrecked Tahoe. There's plenty of LSs there, you know.
Fuel injection confuses me.
I'll put
Oh
it.
no.
I do an EFI like Vitec or whatever, but I'm not gonna put an LS or.
Or for the
whatever.
same price, you can grab an LS and throw it in.
I'd rather not. All that wiring headache. They got like 10 miles of wire in them things.
Oh yeah, for sure. Body controllers and all kind of a lot of stuff you don't want to mess with. But maybe I'll do that with a C30. Put an LS in it. Nobody's ever done that before, right?
I'm
that's
sure they
brand new.
have.
Oh, I'm sure.
They put them in. I've seen them put LSs in like a 56 Ford pickup and stuff like that. I'm like, damn.
Oh boy, that makes somebody mad, wouldn't it? I guess
it
people
don't
put
make me mad.
350s
It's
in
their
Chevys.
car. They can do
Or
whatever
Fords, I
they
mean.
want with it, But I've seen a lot of those 56 Fords with like 350 Olds rockets in them, So
Right on, Dan.
Crazy Dan, yeah, that's funny. So if I put a Tesla engine and batteries in that C30, it wouldn't make you mad, huh?
no, it's
Oh,
your
yeah.
car. It's your vehicle, and you could.
Some people
you can
really get
smash
mad
the
though.
You can smash it if you want.
Oh, man.
You can run it over with a tractor, or
You just
I
do some
couldn't do
whistling
it.
diesel stuff with it.
Man, I can't do it. It hurt my feelings.
you
Yeah.
can do some whistling diesel.
Man, I can't do that, man. I mean, if it was like a Honda Civic or something, yeah, all day. But you start getting into vehicles that are harder to get, no, I couldn't do it.
I couldn't either, but
I couldn't even do it to the Clapperland.
I guess if you got unlimited amounts of money, I guess it doesn't matter. Go ahead and crunch
even then, it's hard. This stuff's hard to find. I like getting it back on the road.
Yeah.
Can't buy them anymore. They don't make them.
I'm
No.
telling you, I should have held out and sold my K5. Well, it's the Jimmy version, but should have held out and sold it for more. But oh well, it's gone. Man,
I
prices
sold
are.
my rusty old K5, and the guy was all excited. He was going to do all this stuff to it, and then like 4 or 5 months later, I saw it on there all tore apart. He took all the stuff he wanted off of it and was selling the rest of it for scrap.
Oh no,
Who's that?
This kid I sold my K5 to.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. It was a shame.
615 says some channels Tesla swapping the square body. I actually watched that. Salvage to. No, it's not called salvage to savage. Salvage to savage is what it is. Yeah. It's they're a lot smarter than me. I couldn't do all that. That Tesla, that stuff starts getting a little beyond me. I can replace the engine, no problem, but it starts getting to that wiring and batteries, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for all that yet.
I mean, I started getting a little finicky with HEI.
Oh no.
What? Yeah. You like points.
Points are easy.
So is HEI. One wire wire for power, and then one wire for tack, and that's it.
No, I've got my stepdad. We found him a truck. It's an '82 bullnose F-150.
Yeah, I seen that one.
And I put a new carb on it and everything, and I adjusted it pretty good. But we sent it to the shop because I didn't want to do the rear main, and they weren't going to charge me a whole lot. So I'm like, yeah, I'll let you do it. I was like, while y'all there, can y'all adjust the carb a little bit? They're like, no, nobody knows how to do it.
They don't know how to do it. Yeah. You need a vacuum gauge and screwdriver.
Doyle Thomason, how's it going?
That too, but I use a vacuum gauge to see when I adjust the mixture on it. But you don't.
Hey, I do
it by
much
ear.
at all. I don't know much at all about carburetors, but I'll sure get in there and play with them. I mean, they're not that hard. You just, replace the jets if it's bad, and then just float or whatever, and then just play with it till it works.
I rebuilt that Holly on the yellow truck, and that was the first Holly I ever tore apart. And I put it back together, and I was like, this thing is going to run terrible. And it fired right out.
Right. Yeah, those Hollies, they got a little more pieces to them.
Yeah. like power valve. What? Why?
Two of them.
Some people swear by them things. Like,
Well, they are a good car, but you gotta, if you tune them right, they're good. But
I never had a car that made enough power before Holly, I guess.
like this guy that got this truck new, he didn't want the 4-barrel on it, so he took it back to the dealer and have him put a 2-barrel on there.
Wanted to save fuel or something.
That's what he thought. They suck more gas than a 4-barrel.
Oh, I bet.
But
especially
that's why I changed
400.
That's a 327. That's why
327. Oh,
he put a 2-barrel on there, and that was like a week after he got it or whatever. So
yeah,
the papers.
Do you think it'd make it sluggish?
It ran pretty good, but I needed to put a 4-barrel on there, so I did.
So it still did plenty of burnouts, right?
I'm just do gravel burnouts with that truck. I ain't.
Oh, you trying to tear your tires up?
Right. I don't care about the car. That one can burn up the tires.
I was trying to get a burnout together for Chris there. He's doing a video for Coastal Auto Reaction. And boy, that avalanche, I cannot get it to spin and gravel on wet ground. It won't do
Clip
it.
the back brake line.
There you go. Well, and everything else I got.
Or else put some big blocks in the front of it and put it against the wall or something.
My last
what
video,
did I do on mine? I chained that white 03 Silverado I got. I changed it to that Ford, and then I just burnt the tire till it went down.
Well, that Ram, the Ram that I had in my last burnout video, it had that Hemi. It burned out easy, but that Kia Soul wouldn't do it. I should have tied it or put a rope on it or chain or whatever to that Dodge and then tried to do it.
Right. Yeah. It's easier when you ain't got to push the brakes.
Greasy boy, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Take care, Dan.
See you,
I
Dan.
took that the little short bed I had with the 6-cylinder in it. I just took it out here on the road. It was wet, and I just neutral dropped it over and over again.
That was funny. Yeah. That was a good one.
My first car was a 1975 Chevy Nova from Pennsylvania. It is a 4-door with a straight 6. And man, that thing would do a burnout all day. Now, drive up a hill, wouldn't do it. A steep hill anyway. It just wouldn't do it, but it'd burn out all day. Now, I loved it, man. It's my I bought it myself, paid insurance, everything. I could see the ground through the floorboard, of course.
That's because it was from Pennsylvania. I know
right,
all about those PA cars.
I wish I would have kept it, but I sold it. I sell everything.
Yeah.
That's the only one I wish I would have kept. The rest of them, it's like, I'll get another one. Get something else. I've had a lot of cars. Most of them have been shit boxes, but I've had a lot of cars.
Shit boxes are good these days.
They're fun. I like them. Yeah, used to you could find a car, a shit box used to $200, $500. You can probably find a pretty good shit box, but now $1,000 you'd be lucky if it's any good.
Well, I was 18, 19. I bought 2 Honda Civics, 79 or 78, maybe a little older, for $50. And then when it snowed, I was jumping them over snowbanks. The fenders fell off, and I was still driving it. The 3 gears went out of it, so it only had like first and fifth. Yeah, it was fun. Wish I had a camera back then.
Right. Julie says she's on car 33 and she's not a dealer. Well, I guess technically I'm a dealer now, but I've only been a dealer for right at a year now. So all the other cars I've had, wasn't selling as a dealership. Just wanting to swap over and change other cars. So.
Yeah, one time I had probably 30, at least 28 cars in my yard. Yeah, it was. I sold them all them ones, but I don't know what I was doing. I just every time I seen one, I just go buy it for $800 or whatever.
Back in the
it's
day,
hard to do now.
I had I think it was an 83 or an 84 Chrysler New Yorker. I was in high school.
Is that the short one?
Junior. Yeah, little bitty K car, like a LeBaron.
Yep.
And
right.
I was tired of the car, and I had finally got my truck together, and I started driving my truck. And a guy that I went to high school with had a 78 280Z that he blew the head gasket in. And he traded me that for the New Yorker because it still ran. and it came with a parts car. And I fixed the head gasket, and I was going to drive it, but there was something, I can't remember, there's something wrong with it. Like it had a bad rotor or something. I don't remember. Something stupid. It was easy to fix. And I just parked it out behind the barn, and it sat out there for probably 3 years. And I found this pair of Camaros I wanted to bring home. And of course, my dad's like, you got too many vehicles sitting around here, because there's probably 12 or 15 vehicles. He's like, you got to get rid of something. So I sold the 2 Z cars for $25 a piece to a scrapyard.
Oh, crap. Right, dude, the wrenches says $1,000. You have to come home, bring the car home on a trailer, needing a parts car still. Yeah, that's about right. It'd be hard to find a car for $1,000 now. And people, people still have the same. They still want the same thing. They want a low miles car, newer than 2013. Like, oh yeah, 4,500. I'm like, yeah, good luck. Me too.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Well, I used to buy those for $100.
Really?
When I was 18, 20 years old. Yeah. Like,
it's like the G body. I think they were called G body cars. Like the Cutlass and all that, Monte Carlos and all.
Yep.
Yeah, you used to be able to find them $600 all day. Pretty good cars.
I bought a few of those for $25.
Oh wow! Now you'd be lucky to find one under $5,000.
Those Cutlass,
even in bad shape.
What was it, 83 or 84 Cutlass Supreme? They were a dime a dozen. You could buy all you want, but now you can't even find any. I used to like those ones. Have the ass end hopped up.
I like the look of them. My wife says they look like granny cars, but I still like them. I wish I had one, especially one with T-tops. Man, yeah, that'd be sweet. I like T-tops. So a lot of people don't like T-tops, but I think they look cool.
They're all right if they're factory.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't want an aftermarket one. I've seen a Mustang.
His and hers sunroof deals. I've had a couple of those cars with those his and hers sunroof one side. Them things are junk. They always leak. The roof's rotted out with them things.
Wow, yes, I've never seen that.
You know what I'm talking about, Chris? Those his and her ones?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they got a light in there and it says his and hers on the passenger side or whatever.
I used to have an old VW Bug with a crank open sunroof.
The factory one. Yeah,
yep.
It slid back, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say that sounded cool, but it's a Bug, so.
They're kind of, those things are kind of cool.
People love them.
I had 2 of them. That one was pretty decent, and there was a parts car with it. And then I had a VW bus that all the glass was busted out of and the engine was locked up.
Oh, shoot.
I sold all of them for, I don't know, like $200 or something like that.
Yeah, because the guy didn't know they were going to be worth a lot of money.
Yep.
Well, yeah, everything's worth money now, right?
20 years ago or better.
If you can find an old Honda car, they're worth a lot of money now. So,
yeah,
well, I'll say a lot. Not as much as other cars, but anyway.
Well, they're worth a lot more than that. I think that was $3,000 new. And I've been offered 11 for it. No,
shoot, you've been offered. I've been offered good money for that junk when I got. So
yeah.
I've thought about selling it. I might sell it, but
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure I will. I want to get it running first, at least. Make sure I get top dollar out of it.
Yeah, top dollar. They don't care if it runs. They just want it.
No, they don't care.
To buy it,
especially if it's got a 6-banger in it. They don't care. It's coming out anyway.
It's got a I think it's like a 289 6-cylinder, which I never
292.
292. Yep,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep, 292. I guess the C30s came with that, but
they came with that, not 250 or 230 or whatever it is.
Well, I've got to.
What was in yours, Chris?
The Falcon?
No, that C10, that 6-cylinder.
That's a 250.
Oh, the other one too, the 68 or 67 or whatever it was.
Oh, that one? I don't remember what was in that one. That was a 67, the green one.
Yeah, it probably had that 230 or 250.
Probably.
They're good engines. You can run them out of oil and they'll still keep running. They'll clack, but they won't burn up.
I've been trying to find some older cars. I'm tired of buying these newer ones. They're just boring. So they're good for the car lot, but
the new cars, they all look the same.
They sell so quick. Everybody wants them, but the old cars I sell pretty good too. I just got to find them. I sold, the OBS Silverados, what they're calling now, OBS. So like the 88 to
Oh, the
98,
97 or 99
yeah,
or
97,
whatever it is.
whatever it is. I sell the crap out of them, and
Well,
they
it's a
I
good
sell
got
truck.
good too.
I got
Yeah,
a
it is a good truck.
98 Tahoe. We got.
It'll sell, man.
I bought that, and that was pretty much new when I bought that. Now
Oh wow.
it had 40,000 on it, and then it's got 295 on it now. It's been sitting since 2014. Maybe I should start it up. But yeah, my wife drove that thing to death.
It's all rusted out now, right?
Now it's not really rusted. It's got some dings in it from car parking lots or whatever. But it I don't know. It's got the 350 Vortec. Tranny's still good. Everything works in it.
Last truck I bought here actually has a little bit of rust on it, which down here we are scared of rust. But it's never been out of Arkansas on paperwork anyway. So I don't, and it's only rusted I'm guessing they just rust there. It's a '04 Denali, Sierra Denali.
Oh, is that
And
Quadra?
yep, quadra steer. And below it's got the half doors or whatever, and below half doors on both sides, a little rust spot.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing they just did it.
those things are kind of cool, but I've heard a lot of things about the Quadra.
I've never seen one in person until now.
Right.
But today I took it over to get the motor mounts replaced because I don't mess with motor mounts. I hate them. But I took them over to the shop to get the motor mounts done. And when I was pulling in, there was one looks just like mine, just all dented up, was pulling out. I was like, wow, never seen one before, and now I've seen two.
There was a guy I seen. He had one of those Denali quad or whatever they are.
Yeah.
The back wheels are turned one way, and he was trying to drive straight, and it was dragging the tires. It was squealing and all. It was stuck to the left. The wheels are stuck to the left. They wouldn't go back, and he's dragging it to park it somewhere or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I guess I don't want one of them. But
yeah, well, I guess I never thought about like rust and stuff up there getting stuck.
Well, if you got one of them, then you got back tie rods to deal with and ball joints, and you got all that
alignments,
the idler arms and all that in the back. You got double on those things, and I'm sure the back ones go up faster than the front. I don't know, but
all right. Well, you don't have to have it. You can make it 2-wheel steer. You could always lock it in, but that's if it ain't stuck sideways. But it makes the trailer really easy to do. So,
like some of those Silverados, they got that 4-cylinder or 8-cylinder, 4-cylinder shutdown.
Oh,
the early ones have all them problems or whatever, where it's getting stuck in 4-cylinder mode, and the truck won't even hardly carry itself.
All right. Yeah, I've heard about that.
They tried that in the 70s on like Cadillacs and Tornados, shut the cylinders down. Well, then they have the gas would wash out the 4 cylinders that weren't firing.
They weren't used. Well, the Cadillac actually was the first people to do that. I think it was in the late 40s.
Mechanical fuel injection, yeah.
Well, I was talking about the
that's what. But they did the
I didn't know
that with it too, yeah.
But the problem was the 4 cylinders. It didn't alternate. It was always the same 4 cylinders that it ran on. So the front 4 cylinders, whatever it was, would be wore out, and then the back one would be still new. So it didn't do so well, but it was way before its time.
Well, they got some kind of chip you plug into your OBD2, and it's like $200, and it keeps it on 8-cylinder all the time. So it don't, because it's doing like it's like it's kicking in and out of overdrive with the cylinders,
fuel management or whatever.
Yeah. So the neighbor, he has one, and I told him to buy that deal, and he bought it, and it's a lot better. He said it was just
that Ram I had. I think it was a 12. It might have been 13. I had it for a while, probably 2 years or whatever, but it maybe 3 years. But it was 6-cylinder, but it cut down to 3 cylinders, and it got 28 miles a gallon stuff, and it would haul whatever I needed. So I liked it, but I don't know. I never had to work on it. I did put a water pump on it, I guess, but I never had to do any actual work on it. So I don't know how long they would last.
Yeah, that
Well, what you guys got planned on future projects? I know we kind of covered that a little bit, like Chris, but
I mean, I've always got some
Something.
sort of a scheme going to buy this or buy that or sell this or sell that. And I never really know. I just kind of hop on whatever's a good deal at the time. I mean, not everything makes it on YouTube. You know, some of it, like that escape that I did, fixing up a
Clean up or whatever
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I did more stuff to that, and I just sold that not that long ago. But I mean, you know, that was a okay video.
nobody's tuning in to watch a bunch of that. Probably, they might. I don't know. And so you sold that one, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Do you try to buy the newer cars, or just whatever you come across?
I try and steer away from the newer cars. I don't like
Yeah.
messing with them. They're difficult to work on. You need special tools. Like I like my old Chevys. I have what I need to work on them. I know what I'm doing. They're easy to work on. You can get parts for them at like Walmart. So why not, right?
Right.
Sure. Well,
I got all the tools, but I prefer not to work on them.
you don't like working on stuff. You just like doing.
I'm not a
stuff.
mechanic like Robert.
Well, I've been doing it. That's what I've been doing my whole life, and I don't.
Real quick.
I've had to go to classes and classes and classes and classes every month for 30 years or whatever, 28 years. You got to keep up on this training, and I'm ASC certified and everything. I mastered out on everything, and you got to keep that updated. And it's all book stuff, and they teach you like those 604 diesels. That was one of the last classes I went to or whatever. I haven't went to any classes for a long time. Yeah. And it's, all the technical service.
I can do the diesel stuff pretty good. And I know right now I would not want to work on a 6.0, but I really wouldn't want to work on a 6.4. They're the worst.
They should have just stuck with the 7.3 diesel.
Yeah. Stuck with the international diesel. I like the new Ford diesel though. The 6.7 is out now. It's actual Ford now, and it's pretty good.
Had a blowout with international Ford did or whatever because they kept taking the international engine and putting all their Ford components on there and then trying to power it out when and that's what causes them.
International they had a ProStar. Engine that they did, that was a junk engine too. That was that was bad. But
they got good engines
truck for work that has a Cummins in it.
Right. Yep.
Cummins is great. Yeah.
Yep. I'd like to put one of the. I'd like to put a Cummins in a truck or something. You know what I mean? A 5.9, the old one.
Yeah.
I got.
Have you seen
12 valve in an old Impala?
Right. Yeah.
There's a channel that he puts. He drop a Cummins and all kind of stuff. He has a Ford that had a 6.4 that had a bad engine, so he put a Cummins in it. He put one in a Mustang. It's West Chamberlain.
Oh, West.
He put one in. Yeah. He's pretty cool stuff. He put that the last one I watched anyway. He put a 5.9 Cummins in a 13 Mustang, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I didn't.
Pretty neat.
That.
It's pretty neat.
Well, I seen a guy. He had a 76 3+3 crew cab C20 or whatever. Like a 70, I think it was a 76, and he had a Cummins in there. He took the radiator mounts out of the Dodge or whatever it was in, and he put it all into that square body, and that thing hauled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess there'd be plenty of room for it, and it'd be able to haul it, no problem.
Right.
Huh.
I got a buddy right
what
now
transmission he put in it.
That it's an old U-Haul truck, I think. I don't remember, but it's got a big valve Cummins engine in it. And they stripped it down to the frame rails, and he put a square body crew cab on it, like an 85 or an 87, something like that.
Them are kind of hard to find.
He's extended the fenders like 20 inches, and he flattened the cab floor inside. Like it's crazy. I should get him to send me some pictures of it and put it in a video.
Yeah, you should. Or go do. I don't know how close he lives to you. I was gonna say go do a video on it, but
he lives up in PA, where I'm from. And we were up there for the motorcycle rally a couple weeks ago, and I trailered the bike up there, and I left the trailer at his house so we didn't have to park it at the hotel. And took a little tour. He's got a nice 68 too, with a step side on it.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot you
rough
rode
fruit.
motorcycles. What I seen in your video, I guess. What kind of moped you get?
It's an 08 electric glide.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I guess it broke up. What did you say you had?
It's an 08 electric glide.
Electric glide. Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. I've seen it in one of your videos.
I
Forgot which one,
seen his key fob thing. Video he was doing.
I gotta
Do
see
this
that
a
one, I
bunch
guess.
of click starts.
Let me write that down. I'm about to go back and watch it. What's it called? Key fob video?
Yeah, it's Harley key fob video, right?
Yeah, Harley key fob troubleshooting or something like that. I don't know.
That was pretty good.
Don't use this
But
to
that's
steal a
just a
Harley.
pain in the ass to have to do all that there, and then to get it to start without the. You should be able to turn it down. You can turn that off, right? Or no?
I don't think so. I think it's the security built into it.
Yeah, mine don't have that. Mine has the same.
Video.
Mine has the same ignition deal where you just unlock it or lock it and then you turn it. Mine has that, but it doesn't. It just starts. It doesn't have that fob. It's a 07, I think, or 06. Yeah. I'm a real.
What year is that Corvette you got? It's a 94?
3.
93.
Yeah.
I knew it's somewhere around there.
And
I've heard them ride like crap though. You gave it away, you said?
Yeah, I drove it to Washington.
Oh
and
wow.
Gave my brother-in-law.
I must have missed that. You put it on video or?
Instagram.
Yeah, it was on Instagram.
It was a long ride, and it was so. But I had to have earplugs in.
Yeah, I heard they ride like crap, but I guess all older Corvettes do. So I have never drove one. I guess.
I know where there's like I guess it's a 72 or a 73 vet, the old split bumper vets.
Oh yeah.
Right before like the Mako shark
hog stuff,
and it's sitting in a guy's yard up on blocks. And every time I go by there, I swear I'm going to go knock on the door, but it's like right on the main road right there. So I'm sure that's happened before, and it ain't disappeared.
Well, I did a video a while back. I was getting into I just seen the Hard Rock Garage said he couldn't fit his big butt in a Corvette. I did a video where I was getting into a Lamborghini at the auction. There's not much room. I'm sure Corvette has more room than Lamborghini.
Try a midget.
Oh yeah, I'll reach out to you hopefully on Instagram or something, or reach out to me, man. We can set something up. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, that freaking Lamborghini or whatever, I didn't like it, but I drove a Tesla at the same auction, and the Tesla was way faster on the takeoff or whatever. Man, I know you guys probably don't like electric cars. Do what?
Sounds like you need to move to California. You like all that EV stuff.
I don't like California.
The
gets me
breaker must have blew.
I like electric stuff, but I like my gas stuff too. I like old cars. 6'7", 265 pounds. Yeah, you might have a little trouble fitting in the vet.
They're not fun.
No. They look. Have you guys like the new vets? The rear engine, mid engine, whatever.
I don't really.
Somebody
care.
wants to give me one to drive. I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I wouldn't buy one. I wouldn't even buy a 90. They're not as good as people think they are. I shouldn't say that, but that's what I think.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Like the look of them. That's kind of like Jeeps. I don't like Jeeps, but people love them.
Right. There's some Corvette lovers out there, and they're like kind of like the Mopar guys, you know.
I've heard people say, "I want to buy a Jeep." Have you ever drove one?
Video.
What? Drove what?
Falcon video where I bashed Fords, man.
Oh yeah.
Apart.
I'm sure you did.
You got some comments in there?
Oh, man,
I should go look at that.
It was bad.
You have to block any?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
You son of a.
They would give me like a probably like a 5,000 word essay on education about Fords.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. How they're so much better and all this. I
Yep.
like Ford, but
It's
I don't know.
he's just making a funny video. Come on.
Yeah,
Sure.
I
Giving
mean,
them
look,
all that shit
my
comment.
issue with Ford is they mix and match stuff so much that you never really know what you need to get to make it work.
Right.
Half the time, the parts store doesn't know. I can go get a starter for a Chevy. There's like, what, 4 different kinds in 20 years?
Sure.
Right. Yep. The one for like this one takes the one that the bolts go in sideways instead
Into
of
the bell
up.
housing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mine take too.
But the motor
Right.
has the 2 for the one for like if it's it
Right.
still has the 2 there.
So does the 400 in the yellow truck, and I still haven't
Right.
replaced that starter. And it really doesn't like to start when it gets hot. You got to you just try it, and eventually it catches, and it better start because you're going to have to try it 27 more times if it doesn't.
Or else you're gonna have to get out and do that.
Yeah, that's
You
fun
got
at the Walmart parking lot.
It should
You got to
pop
make
off
the
pretty good,
disclaimer.
right?
Yeah,
I had a Camaro that I think it was the flywheel was bad, and I didn't fix it for a long time. I just kind of gave it 3, pushed it about 3 feet, hopped in, and popped the clutch, and it'd take right off.
You got to put a disclaimer on your videos, like I was talking about Puddin earlier. He has the front. He's like, if you take this too seriously, this is not a channel for you.
Right.
Right.
A lot of people shouldn't do that. I mean, it's just people are just making fun or
Man,
just having a fun video, and then you got to have some jerk.
Well,
right.
If people were joking, it'd be one thing. You could take a joke or somebody
Right,
like,
but if you're
Ford
gonna
is-
write something when a comment is like that long on
and they
there,
start
that's,
explaining technical stuff, it's like, man, get out of here.
And make sure you disconnect the fuel line. You're going to pump all that up into the carburetor.
Well, I want
yeah.
to do that. That's what I put. I wanted to do that.
Right.
I meant to do that.
I wanted to see if it would run on sludge.
Right. Apparently, Restoration found out about that.
Yeah. He was even talking about how these are our ways. This is how we do it.
Right, because people are criticizing him.
Right.
And
it's his job. Let him do whatever he wants.
Do whatever you want. Start it the way you want. I pour gas all over the engine, light it on fire if I wanna.
Right.
It's yours.
Right. Yeah, I see. He was saying it in his video. He must have got. I never look at the comments too much. I just put my own in there.
Right.
Sure.
And I never put nothing nasty on nobody's. But or hey, you need to do this. But yeah. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I gotten a few comments a little bit like that, but they weren't terrible ones,
Have you went in and looked at the ones that are held for review?
Right. I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sexybabes.com.
Oh, no. I did a video.
Gig.
The first video I put up, and I didn't put up after that, I didn't put up one for a long time, but it was in 2009. And it was some stupid class I was giving because I was an instructor for the military or whatever. And the video was how to do a burnout. And it was not a great video, but it was just messing around.
Right.
And man, I got so many hate comments on that, and people were talking about death to America and all kind of crazy stuff.
Wow.
Well, when I did that burnout in December or whatever it was, I got one comment saying, "Oh, something about, like a Greta comment." Is pretty much what it was.
Ruining your
I was like, "Thanks for watching."
Ruining the earth. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's some.
It's
haters,
not like you're putting brand new tires on there and burning out. You know what I'm saying?
Like
They're already junk. You got to get rid of them anyway.
That primer is best. That old man.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
you know who I'm talking about, Chris?
Yeah.
He does the same. He does videos about his square bodies. He's like 70 or 65 years old. Well, then someone gave him a nasty comment saying how lazy he was and this and that or something. You know what I mean? He's just an old dude working on his trucks. I mean, come on. You got to tell some old man he's in retirement and he gets a pension. So obviously he wasn't fucking lazy.
Right.
But So he messaged me on Instagram or whatever, and I said, don't worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You don't take that to heart or whatever, because he was kind of feeling crappy about it. He's like, maybe I make too many videos, so he puts one out every day, or whatever. So, but
more power to him.
Marco
It's just
says,
driving
how
you
dare
up.
you? Where Marco says, how dare you, Robert?
Yeah, how dare me? How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
It ain't got no gas in it.
Julie says she'll judge you if you can't pop the hood.
What?
Roy, I got to know, did you light that 57 up before you gave it back? I know there's no, video evidence, and I won't tell anybody, but I want to know.
You know he did. You know he burnt the wheels on that.
Should have put it on video. Country Boy Gas Garage, thanks for stopping in, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Country Boy, how's that bus coming? That thing's awesome, man.
He got that thing running.
I know. I saw him drive it
out of there or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, he put a lot of work into that thing.
Roy says he can't confirm or deny.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We already know you did, Roy.
Just tell us on Instagram, right?
Right. Instant message me.
Right. Country Boy says it's running.
Yeah, it's running. And when he drove it out of them trees, all that moss and crap all over the back of it.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. He's really good with the camera work. He's got real nice B-roll, good cinematography.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to try to get a video. Okay. Roy, will that Hudson do a burnout?
I don't even know if it has an engine in it.
All right. Maybe I'm thinking about
the engine away.
Yeah, something like
that. You
gonna
a Flintstone burnout or what? Apparently, those pressure washing videos get views.
Really?
But I'm not gonna stand out there with no shirt on and have water all over.
Yeah, Iron Horse Garage
or pudding.
Yeah. I've got that 69 C30 boy. It's been sitting under a tree for. So the guy said it ran when he parked it. He parked it because the brakes weren't doing great. Instead of working on it, he just parked it. That was I said, well, when did you park it? He said 92. So it's been sitting under a tree since 92. It's nasty. But what's crazy is I looked at the title order. It hadn't been on the road since 1983. He was just using it as a farm truck.
Oh yeah, so it's beat.
Oh man, well, it's not too beat up. It's pretty straight.
Well, I mean, it's been abused on the.
Oh yeah, for sure. And they put best I could tell, it looks like a 78, 79 Camaro bucket seats in it.
Oh, the tall back.
Yep. I'll do a video on all of it, of course, but it's gonna be fun. Maybe, I don't know. There's no clutch. It's just straight to the floor.
Is the motor stuck?
No. Now it turns over by hand, so.
It'll run. It's a small block, or is it a 6?
That's the 6.
Yeah, that 292. That thing.
292. Yeah,
it'll run.
Yeah,
I figured. It's got some. I didn't know it was going to be easy because in the inside it has spark plugs and it has all that stuff that looks like they were gone to work on it.
Oh, those are the best ones when somebody else already worked on it. That's what I had with the midgets.
Oh,
then you got some bolts laying in the fender wells.
Mm-hmm.
And pliers down there underneath the battery. And I found all kinds of tools in the front of the vehicles that I bought, like I found snap-on tools in there. I found, sockets under the hood, under the battery on each side of the fender. There's tools in almost every one of them.
I haven't found all that yet. No, I haven't looked that close to it, but he pulled out all the rat nests. Apparently it was like filled with rat's nests. So
does that have points, or did they convert it?
I'm sure. I haven't looked, honestly, but I'm sure it does. But I think there's all new points and everything in there. I finally got the doors open. I forgot what I want to look through.
Oh, that's right. The doors weren't open.
And they wouldn't open for nothing. I got the doors open and the windows down. Now I've got to open the doors again and go and take them apart and fix the dang button. They fell in on both of them. So yeah. Yep.
You'll find it.
Yeah, my driver's door on my yellow truck is like that, but I just stick my thumb in the hole anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, when I got the last time I got it open because I was I was going to roll the window back up. The inside handle wouldn't work, so I took a screwdriver and just popped the outside open. But I got it nice and lubed up now. They open and close pretty good, but I still got to go and put them handles back.
Give it some
or the buttons.
doobie.
I'm not sure. I haven't ever done it, but it doesn't look too hard to do. But I thought it was cool. It still has the original radio and everything in it. Pretty neat.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
The oldest vehicle I've owned is a 65. It was a 65 Thunderbird.
Those are kind of nice.
This one was. It's on my channel. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. I got it running. I couldn't get the brakes going, so I just put a little thing. I forgot what I did, but I put a nut on the spring or something so that the emergency brake will pop back up, or the park brake or whatever. So I just use it as a brake. Yeah, check the video out. It's a little older now. I think I did a few years ago now, but
I don't think I've been that far back on.
Oh, I got you. Well,
I've probably skimmed over them. I don't remember. It's been like a year, but I maybe seen it. I don't know.
Maybe that was a fun one. It's a pretty fun video. It's a piece of junk. So
I usually try to put something, a thumbs up or a comment on something, that way,
well, I've actually had YouTube for a long time, but I didn't really start making videos till about almost 2 years ago. Now, a year and a half ago or so. But I've had YouTube since 2009, so I've had a video out here and there every few years. I put one or two out and then move on. But
I haven't had any custom camper, but I've had a Longhorn.
I haven't messed with any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting into the older vehicles, I guess. I wish I could do more of them. But now that people are wanting to buy more of them, I think I'm going to be doing more of them.
Now everything's like that one car auction, the prices, whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah. Everything.
Well, the problem with that is people's like, I've seen prices. This. Yeah, people's like, I've seen this go for this price. And I'm like, yeah, but that one was perfect with like low miles. Get out of here.
Right.
That's a piece of junk.
Piece of junk, and I'm used to paying anywhere from $200 to $1,200 tops.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll give a little more, but yeah, I'm not meekum prices here.
Well, for that 69 C30, I paid $1,000 for it.
That ain't bad.
We'll see. No, they're actually really hard to find, and he had like 6 people behind me talking about, I'll come pick it up. And I'm like, yeah, I better hurry and get over there. Because usually when you find them that cheap around here, they don't have title. So that one had a title. I went over there and got it quick. I haven't done anything else with it, so get the doors open. But
that's not a bad price for that truck.
No.
Right. Well, I paid about the same thing for that Camaro. It's an 83 Camaro. I was told it ran, they driving it and everything, and they think they just got the bad gas or fuel pump went bad or something. So I'm like, okay. If y'all watch the videos, you'll see that car wasn't driven in the last, I don't know, at least 15 years.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Yeah, the gas was just, no, it wasn't gas anymore, and just it was like, no, there's no way they was driving this car.
Oh, you got it to run.
Yeah, I did. They had a mechanical. It wasn't the original engine. It had a mechanical fuel pump on it.
Yeah.
So I just kept starting and let all the fuel drain out of it, and then put it back on and put some fresh fuel in there, and I got it running, driving. But I still hated it.
The inside was pretty tore up, wasn't it?
Man, well, the body was straight. That was it. And I should have recorded the guy that came and picked it up. He brought like a regular single axle trailer on the back of a Honda Pilot. And it's like, yeah, I'm like, you gonna put this on that? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So then he gets in it, and the car it's still wanting to die. It needs a little carburetor adjustment or whatever. And he's like, hey, can you drive it up on there for me? I'm like, yeah, let's sign this paperwork real quick. I'll drive it on there. Sure. I should have recorded it because he's like lining me up and everything. I'm like, you sure I'm not too far over? He's like, no, come on, come on. So I go, and it just scrapes all down the side of the door. I'm like, yeah, that's why we did the paperwork first.
I'll be right back here.
All right. All right, Rock, appreciate you stopping in. If you haven't subscribed, man, check me out. 113, this Camaro special. Yeah, it was beyond special. I forgot who I was talking to. I was doing the live, and they were saying they watched the video. They could see where I was all happy about the car, getting it going and everything. And then all of a sudden, they just seen my face change when I'm just like, yeah, we're going to get rid of this thing. It's not good.
Yeah, we've all been there. We get something wrong. Yeah, and then we really like start working on it, and we're like, not so much.
Well, we had plans, I was told they've been driving down the road. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll do a little bit here and there, whatever. I was like, hey, even if I got to put an engine in it, there's plenty of options. But when I started getting into it, I'm like, this is junk. This is junk. This is junk. Suspension, brake, everything was junk. So I'd had to do a full rebuild, and I wasn't into it. The body was the only good thing on the car. Well, not after I ran up on the trailer for the guy, but
I've had a bunch of those 3rd gen Camaros, pile of them.
I've had a few of them. I like them. I even like the Crossfire fuel injected ones.
In fact, when I went up to North Bay, Ontario, I drove my 85 Z28 up there and back. It was like 12 hours one way.
I've had 283s. I had an 84 and an 87. I like them all.
I've had an 82, an 84, an 85, an 87, an 89, and 92.
The 92 is the one I want. That's the one everybody wants, I guess. For me, it's the better engine. I mean, there's no power still, but
yeah,
that fuel injector system much better.
I know where there's one been sitting for as long as I can remember. I don't know what year it is, but you know how they put the taller spoilers on the back of the 5.7s?
Mm-hmm.
It has that on it. It's sitting beside a garage, covered up, and you can just see the spoilers sticking out of the cover, the back of the car and everything. It's been there for at least 20 years, minimum.
My son wants the 3rd gen so bad. That's why he wants that to be his first car. He just turned 15 the other day, so.
Oh, nice. I got a 14-year-old that every vehicle I bring home, he wants to be his first car.
Well, for the longest, I kept my 84 GMC Jimmy. It was like K5 or whatever. I kept it for the longest because he said he wanted that. And then I got that piece of crap Camaro. And I mean, it overall, it was rough, but it looked okay. It looked buildable. And then, so I sold that, and then we got into that car. I'm like, no, we're not keeping this guy. We got to get rid of that. He's like, oh, man. So I don't know what we'll find him next, but.
Mine wants a C10 now. That's what he wants. So.
Okay. Well, maybe that C30 I got out there we give to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take some work, but hey. Well, when I got this Wrangler out here, I was like, we'll give you that. And, man, the more I drive it, the more I hate it. So I'm like, no, we're not going to give you this.
What year is
something else. It's 06 with 132,000 miles on it.
The newer ones.
I hate
don't like the newer ones.
It's junk. Yeah. Okay. Julie said when they bring the cars home and drive, you have to like to picture the possibilities. Yeah, diamond in the rough. That's awesome that your son can see the car is on. What do you think about that Ford though? I ask you that.
I don't know, AJ. What'd you think of the Falcon?
I like that Falcon.
He said he didn't like it.
They're a neat car.
It's neat, but yeah, I could see him not wanting that to be his first car.
I let him drive the yellow truck around the yard back here the other day.
Oh, he wants that, huh? There you go. That's his first car.
If I had
not that thing, he'll kill himself.
If I had that Falcon, it'd have to have a 302 or something put in it instead of that 6-cylinder.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the guy that bought it, he's in the Navy, and it went down to Norfolk, Virginia. He had it shipped down there.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he didn't even ask to hear it run when he came and look at it. That he don't care
Oh,
if it
wow.
runs.
He don't care. He's going to stick something else in there, huh?
Yep.
Stick a Coyote engine or something.
oh damn, Coyote. Yeah. Yeah.
Put a small
But
block
yeah.
chevy in it, then it'll be reliable at least.
Yeah, I guess. But yours are running pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, it ran really good actually.
it
It
took you a
did
little
after
bit,
you
but
thought
you
it
got
was
it.
when this finally put a starter in it. It started
Right.
right up.
Steve, you would have been messing around and just put a starter in it. You'd have had a lot
I
I
less.
knew
like to
right
spend
away
money.
that was it.
I'm not
Toasted
Robert. I
it.
don't just throw parts at it.
I didn't throw
Oh,
parts.
shoot.
I don't throw parts. I know when that starter's cooking down there. When it's going.
That starter put in some work, let me tell you.
And that's just that
But,
2-bolt starter or 3-bolt, the one that has there's a solenoid outside of there, right? Fords all have the solenoid
Yeah.
on the fender, yeah.
Yeah, it was easy to change. I just didn't want to buy one.
that yellow truck, you had to put a starter in.
They're
too,
only
didn't
like $60, right?
Yeah, it
Or
was
more.
like 60, 70 bucks, something like that. Yeah.
you? Come on,
and-
that's cheap.
The yellow truck needs a starter, but I'm too cheap.
Think of how much a starter for a
Won't
new
make
car
a
costs
starter.
if you go buy it at the parts store anyway. You're looking at like $100-$150.
What did it cost me for that a train, a GMC train? The alternator cost me like $350 and $100 core or whatever.
No, I bought it online. That's a rock auto right there.
She was coming back from Colorado visiting her dad,
Oh, I got
and
you.
it crapped out in Nebraska in the
I hate
middle of
when they do
nowhere. So I had to drive like
country boys.
500 miles too to go fix it. Took me 20
Oh.
minutes and I was done.
Country Boy Gas. They
want. I was gonna pay a shop to do it, and they want like
Sure.
$800 or some crap like that.
Hey,
I
a lot of
said,
the new
"Nah."
cars are not fun to put a starter in.
No.
I don't know if you guys ever work on like a like that Ford Escape you had. Boy, if you had to put a starter in that thing, I mean not a starter, alternator. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're
No,
like
thank you.
buried in there, and
Man, you got to drop the.
why do you
subframe
want
up
to
there?
put the
Ugh.
alternator in the middle of something where and the room is like your hands can go in there like that much or something,
Hey, the cars are getting old enough now. If I get one like that, I've got to decide, man, do I want to take and scrap this car, or do I want to pay somebody to do it? But I'm not doing it.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to do it either. It's just, and then like on when you do a transmission or an engine swap on like say like a mid-90s Buick Sabre, you got to drop the subframe out on them things. You could pull the engine through the
comes
top.
from the bottom.
Yeah, it's easier to pull it, the wheels and everything right down, but you can maneuver that 3.8 out of there, but it's just much easier to drop the whole frame on the jack stands and take the engine out there and put it right 4 bolts back in and the steering or whatever, the steering knuckle.
Man, them old cars were smooth riding, but man, I don't like that 3.8. I thought it was pretty junk.
3.8?
Yeah,
No, they're
I didn't
not
like 'em.
junk. They're not
I
junk.
didn't like them. Well, hold on. Was that the one that was in the Monte Carlo? Maybe I'm thinking
That was probably a 3.2 or a 3.4.
Yeah, that's 3.2. Which maybe it's 3.4 or 3.
That Monte Carlo one has like a Z. There's some of them that have a Z engine in them, and they're piles of crap. Them.
That's the one I'm thinking of. They're always overheating and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because the 3.8, them are 500,000 mile engine.
Okay, no, the one I'm talking about.
Most they'll do is
definitely
leak
not.
the intakes.
Yeah, leak the plastic intake on that above the throttle body there. Yeah, they'll leak the coolant right into your oil pan. So, but they got a revision for that or whatever. They put a steel sleeve in there or some shit. Phone's making noise. Phone never stops.
Oh yeah. I used to be a service manager. It's because there's a company called Ryder. They do rental trucks to like big companies and stuff, and lease trucks. And I was service manager over a few shops. And when I'm vacation, middle of the night, whatever, I was always getting calls, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't do it. I hate the phone.
Yeah, I used to work at a trucking outfit years ago, Raymond Cassette Trucking out of Fargo, North Dakota, and mechanic. And then they had me as service call. So I had this big brick of a cell phone. It was like 5 pounds, you know, those big, they were this big
80s.
in a flip phone. Yeah. And gave me that and a bunch of comm checks or whatever. So then I'd have to, they'd call me or else I'd have to run over to, like say there's highway patrols got them on the scale stuck. Have to go over there and do wheel seals on a semi or the trailer or whatnot. You know, that I hated that. Middle,
Adjust the
like 1
brake or
o'clock in the
replace them,
morning, I have to get up, you know. So then you couldn't
I never want to do
either.
road calls. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Well, you got paid extra, I guess, but it really wasn't enough.
It wasn't really worth the extra pay.
I
It
hear you,
really
brother.
wasn't.
I decided
still
real
have to
quick I
cover
didn't
on
want to be a
call.
mechanic. So,
What's that?
I still have to cover on calls.
Oh,
oof. Oh, so you're
yeah.
you're
Well,
a
what do you
mechanic now?
do if you're in a
No, I'm
drinking
not a
some
mechanic.
beers? You know.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If a guy's drinking a few beers and he's all of a sudden the phone's ringing, you got to have someone drive you around or whatever, you know.
So what do you do then? What's your main job, I guess?
I'm the operations manager for a propane gas company. I started there as a service tech. And if somebody quits and they're not covering the on-call rotation, or if they're new and they need somebody to kind of guide them through everything, then that's all on me.
Oh yeah,
So
crap.
Your nickname should be Hank Hill then, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I sell propane and propane accessories.
There you go. Robert, you're retired now, right? You got all kind of money sitting in the bank.
Yeah. No,
Just a
I'm
YouTube
not,
star.
No, I'm not really retired. I'm retarded, maybe. But no, I've been a mechanic all my life, pretty much since I was 14, and I like to work on my stuff now instead of someone else's. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
I don't even like working on some of my stuff. Like some of the stuff, I'm like,
Well,
yeah, let's go into the shop.
Well, you don't really like it when you do it for a living. Your stuff suffers, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I never buy. Like you'll see a car on Facebook where it says mechanic owned. I'm like, I don't want that car.
Yeah, because it's a pile. The rotors are shot and whatever else. Most of the time, the brakes are ground down to nothing. The brake lines are broke or whatever.
Well, they don't want to work on their own stuff. It's neglected for sure.
Yeah, mechanic owned, perfectly sound, runs excellent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When did it last run? Oh, a couple, 3 years ago or whatever. You know, it'll start right up.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Won't go anywhere, but it'll start right up.
Yeah. Or else I've been the one, and this one kid, I was gonna buy like a '93 Silverado from him or whatever. He's like, well, I can trailer it to you. And I'm like, why? What's wrong with it? Because nothing's wrong with it. I said, no, I'll just come over there and drive it back. Well, I got in it and I put it in drive, and then it went first, second, and then it just I said, oh yeah. He was gonna trailer it to me so I could have the transmission problem, you know. Yeah. And it was shot. It wouldn't even, it would move about 3 inches in reverse. So
did you still buy it?
Nope.
Oh, I was gonna say that would sure.
No, he did drop it, but he was trying to scam me, and I said, no, I'm not dealing. What else do you got going
what else
on here?
You do? Yeah, no, I hate that stuff.
We can't just be, just say, hey, whatever's wrong with it instead of trying to just dump it on someone. Right. You know, I need something that moves and, you know, or whatever. I don't want to be doing transmissions and whatnot. I am tired of that crap. My shoulders are shot.
Getting too old for that.
Yeah.
I only got 2 rules about buying stuff. The engine has to be free, which I failed on the midget, and it needs to have a title.
Right.
Like, I don't even care.
I'll buy whatever.
If it's cheap enough, I'll buy it with a bad engine.
I'll buy any one of them. Yeah. No matter what's the deal with that, because I'm not worried about that. But the other stuff, I don't. You know, other stuff I want it to at least the stuff to work on it. So.
Well, I've got a new trailer now that I bought, and I've got to put a winch on it, and I got new wheels and everything. So I'm gonna start buying more stuff at Copart too. Even though, you know, most of the time they're not good, but they're cheap enough that I can kind of gamble. If it turns out great, man, I've got a great vehicle. If not, might scrap it or sell parts or whatever. But
run it through the auction.
A lot more fun. there you go. Run it through the Mannheim auction or something.
Right. Because when I did that, I mean, I used to buy those early 90s or 97 S10 Blazers or whatever.
Oh,
the
yeah, for sure.
4.3 would be blown up in it or whatever. I buy it because the engine is blown up and they were worth $5-6 grand. Go pick up an engine for a couple $100 and slam that in there, run it right back through the auction and get $5 grand or whatever, right in a few days, But they used to be worth some money, so
yeah, not anymore. But
now they're worth like nothing.
Yeah, even running great, they're worth like $900 now, $1,200.
Yeah, they're kind of a piece of crap to start with.
Yeah, well, they didn't age well. Dog running off on her.
Yeah, got extra dogs here.
We kind of already covered the future projects and all that stuff, but I guess a little question I got on here that I like to ask everybody is, you got any advice on projects or on YouTube for people? And we'll start with you, Chris.
Oh boy. Advice on YouTube and projects. So number one, don't bash Fords in your video.
Right. Okay.
Number two, have fun. Just do what you want to do. Don't try and do stuff that's not you. That's probably the best advice anybody would ever get about doing YouTube. Don't try and do anything that isn't you.
Don't be Park It Market or Morsky or whoever,
Right. Be yourself. Okay.
Yep.
I like that.
Don't try to lie on there because they'll get you.
Yeah. If you say it's been parked for 15 years, it better have documentation that it's been parked for 15 years.
All right. Well, and it better look like it's been parked for 15 years.
Right.
Too.
The fan belt better be rusted fast to the crank pulley.
Something, Oh, you can't just say, "Oh, yeah, it's been out for 20 years now," and it starts right up.
Right.
Come on.
I like that. Yeah. That's good advice. Well, on projects, you got any? I know you did YouTube there. You got any project? I know some people say, know when to get rid of it, or what? What would your advice be on it?
Know your limits.
Mechanical abilities.
Yeah, I'm not a mechanic. Never have been. Never will be. Don't want to be. It would ruin the fun of it for me.
Sure.
So I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do, and I know what I can buy and what I can't buy based on that.
Right.
Well, that's why you don't like fuel injected, huh?
Right. I mean, I've worked on fuel injected stuff before. You were talking about S10s. I had a little S10 pickup that somebody gave me for converting their range to propane from natural gas. I was like, yeah, sure. And they said it ran, but it didn't run good, and it needed new fuel injectors. So I bought a used set off eBay for like $50 and put them in it, and then it ran good. And then I turned around.
Injectors are cheap, man.
Oh, the two in the throttle body one?
No, not the TBIs. It was individuals. It was
I see what you're saying. Yep.
It was a newer model then.
The plastic intake off. Yeah.
I like the square body S10s a lot.
I had a 93 GMC Sonoma extended cab.
Last year of the square body, yeah.
That was a pretty good truck.
Yeah, I really like them. I do. I wish I had one right now.
Yeah, I had an 85 S10. It was rust free too, and I sold it.
Those are the better ones. The 85.
Used to, you couldn't sell them for much. I mean, you'd be lucky to get 2,500 out of good.
$1,000 maybe, 900.
Right.
I think I sold it for $300.
Right.
Oh no. See, now they're hard. You're getting harder to find. So they're
all crushed.
Value. Yeah, all the square. The round ones, 94 to 2004 or whatever. That when they stopped making them, they're still worthless. But the square body ones, the 82 to 93. Yeah, they're going up in value quick, real quick.
Even those Chevy Loves are outrageous prices, and they used to be
especially if you get a $4-wheel drive. Right, if you can get a 4-wheel drive diesel Love, they were like $25,000 down here.
Yep. I had lots of those things. I thought they were cool when I was younger, but now I don't really want one.
Had a good truck. Yeah. That was all a Zuzu there. Even the new Duramax, that's a Zuzu engine. So, I like Zuzu. Well, what about you, Roberts? Any advice on projects or YouTube you want to throw out there for everybody?
Pretty much the same thing he said. I mean,
don't hate on Fords.
Yeah. Well, not that. Just
Yeah.
don't be a jerk. Here, you know, right?
But you
Don't
gotta
copy
be who you
what.
are, man.
Yeah. I don't care. I just do whatever I do, and if they don't like it,
Yeah, they could go watch something else. Yeah, there's plenty out there now. I remember when when I
like
first started watching YouTube, there wasn't any automotive stuff like at all.
right.
And then they got where there was how-to video.
Oh, where'd you
I did
go?
watch there. So I don't watch, Gas Monkey Garage anymore. I don't even know if they're on anymore, but all that stuff that you had to watch and bear listening to them people, you don't have to do that no more.
That gas monkey, he used to be, for real or whatever. Then he got big, and then he got one of them big head.
Yeah, I got you.
You know.
Well, I think that's why his painter and his lead mechanic left because
Well, they're all going to YouTube now, so
Yeah.
they're crowding in on our space.
hey, well, can't blame them. I guess.
Just kidding.
They ain't got all the rules and stuff like the network. So.
Right. You can say
Hey,
whatever
Destroyer,
you want.
Nova, both of y'all popped in. Hey, great. No, you guys didn't miss anything. We're just getting started, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Getting started to get off.
I'm glad
Destroyer.
they stopped in at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed his live the other day. It seemed like there was like 3 people live at the same time, and I tried to bounce back and forth, and I totally missed his. But
yeah,
I went back and watched some of it.
Same thing. I did the same thing. He had like that TK on there or whatever.
Yep. I had to go back and watch it, but yeah, Narcs was on at the same time.
Yep,
and,
Narcs and
Bradford's ride.
Bradford.
Yep. So, yes, sir. Smash that like. I appreciate that. Nova said he hadn't slept in over 24 hours. Okay, well, that's a good time to go out there and work on that Dodge. He's got a Dodge he's been working on, transmission and stuff, of course. But the transmission lines, I should say. So I've been giving him trouble about it because, hit the like button. Yeah, I've been giving him some heck about that car or all his cars because he don't get a chance to work on them anymore. He don't have a place and time and all that. So
doesn't he? I think he got a house now, didn't he? Or is he gonna get a house?
I think it's finalized. I think he is moving into a place.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I think that's the last I remember hearing about it. So that'd be good for him. He said Dodge is done, inspected Friday. Okay. Got the inspection coming up. Well, if it passes, it'll be ready to go.
We don't have none of that here.
And we don't have inspections down here anymore. I think they used to back in like 97, back when I was a little kid still, of course. But
you, Chris, inspections?
So newer cars need to, but if it's 20 years or older, you don't have to inspect it, and you can just put historic plates on it.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Antique.
Yeah, and that's no license tab ever thing, right? So that's free light. Yeah.
Here it used to be that way, and it still is, but it used to be over 25 years. 25 years or older, you get antique plates. You just buy the one time and you're done. Now it has to be 40 years or older.
I suppose the rules are going to be changing on that pretty soon too for everybody.
He said he's waiting to sign the papers on the house. So yeah, he's got a lot going on, especially with work and his house, and his car is having to move quick. And boy,
well, he still have a permanent place for his stuff.
Right. Maybe he can actually do some videos again, but if he has time.
Right.
You know how that goes. But when you do the videos, it makes it so much longer. If you're trying to do something, you could do something in 30 minutes, but you put the video on it, now you're at 4 hours.
Yep.
So, and the editing's a lot of it too, but yeah, having to set it up, make sure you're getting a good view and all that. So there's a lot that goes into it. And of course, you guys know, y'all have done a lot of videos.
Yeah, and I like those. I don't care for editing too much.
Yeah, well, just have Miss.
She's supposed to do it, but she said, and then she didn't do it. So I just,
Oh, you just started doing it. Well, your kids can do it. Come on now.
Yeah, well, they're too busy.
Oh, okay. Let's start paying.
They like to have a roof over their heads, don't they?
Right.
They're not gonna have. They're going into the service and getting out of here.
They're like, no more Dakota for me.
Yeah,
that's good. No, the service is good for a lot of people. Some people it's not, of course, but yeah, if they're ready for it, hey, that's freaking awesome.
I
Yeah.
thought
They going
about
in the
going
Army
into
or
the
Navy
service,
or?
but I've got a serious
I
issue
think
with authority.
oldest one's gonna go with the Air Guard. My brother's been in the Air Guard since he's 18,
okay.
and he's
Yeah.
2 years younger than me. So he could have
Hey.
retired like 5 times already, but he's still
Ain't
in
nothing
there.
wrong with.
I
Ain't
think
nothing
he's
wrong
a
with the Air
master
Force.
sergeant, so he's gonna go with over where he's at. I think, but
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's see. Yeah, Nova sounds like he's having a hard time over there. So
get out of here.
Air
What are you
Force
doing
all the
with that
way. Yeah.
knife? Trying to stab me.
We don't. Hey, that might go viral there.
Clip it.
Yeah, no, I give the Air Force. I call them the Chair Force and all that. But I was in the military, so we always messed with each other and all that. But when it came down to it, it's if you're in the service, you're in the service. So
Yeah, my dad, he was in the Marines, and my brother, like I said, my half brother, he's in the Coast Guard or something like that. He's an MP or whatever.
oh, we used to mess with the Navy the hardest. We'd say, "Hey, do you guys really clean your ship with semen?"
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, I guess we're coming down to been on here a little while actually. Time is flying. Time flying, we're having fun, right?
Oh, yep, it
Um
does.
so the last thing I like to do is kind of give shout outs and final messages. And we'll start with you this time, Robert. You got any shout outs or channels or whoever, and then some messages you want to put out there?
Yeah, like check out Heart Rock Garage and Hog Shooter Hot Rods, and My Legacy Garage.
Hey, when I know
Stuffwithcleatus.
for me, when I go on there, if I get half-fast sent me over to Puddin', so I'll make sure to go on there and say, "Hey, half-fast sent me over here." So if
I
you
do
guys
that.
go
Yeah.
check these channels out, make sure to say, "Hey, Robert sent me over there." So
Yeah, I do that with like if Chris
maybe you
has
like the
something on
channel
there
and
that
stay
I
anyway.
haven't seen, I'll go over there and say, "Hey, My Legacy sent me over there," or whatever. I
Yeah,
always do that too.
yeah, no, it's great. I'm the Hog channel you were saying. I'm sorry, I wrote down Hog.
Hog Shooter Hot Rods. He's pretty good.
Shoot, I haven't heard of that one yet. Let me write that down.
He sent me a shirt.
Oh, okay. There are a lot of channels I'll watch, and if I don't like them, I'll stay subscribed, but I don't watch them unless I like them. So if I'm watching your stuff, I like you.
Right.
Well, any final messages you want to give, or you got more shout outs? Or
I'm just going to say that on my Instagram posts and in my video descriptions, I always tag a bunch of channels. So go and take a look, check them out. I mean, there's a lot of good ones on there, like ones that I don't understand, like Half-Fast Garage. Why doesn't he have more subscribers? That's a really good channel.
right? He's working on. I don't know if you've seen his lawnmower race video he did, but I told him that was the best. The editing he did, I told him that was by far the best one he's done. I know it takes a long time to edit, but he needs to keep that up. That is awesome, and it was hilarious too.
Yep.
So
yeah, I'll be on.
I'm sure. I'm sure he likes hearing feedback like that. So I'm sure everybody does, right? I mean,
he should have. Because when I first started talking to Half-Fast, he only had like 50 subscribers, and I said, "Hey, come on over on this Instagram and follow whoever I follow and tell them I sent you, and then they'll hook you. They'll hook you up. That's
hey, he's getting there. He's definitely getting there. So, well, you got any final messages, Chris?
Just keep the shiny side up.
Yeah,
with that.
Good one.
Keep her between the lines.
I've gotten pulled over for not doing that.
Oh yeah, I have too. Crossing the center line, and he was going to give me a ticket for that. That was in Kansas City, Missouri. Then he asked me if I had any dead bodies in my trunk. I could not believe that. Why would I admit I have dead bodies in my trunk if I did? You want to check it out? I said, go ahead. You'll have to stand back about 25 feet, he told me, or whatever, while he opened up the trunk and looked in there. And he asked me if I had firearms in there, because I had, back then, I had like Minnesota plates, because that's where I'm from. And pulled me over. I was going to Tennessee, Memphis, and he pulled me over there because I'm sure he said it was a license plate light. Well, that car didn't even come with license plate lights, So then he asked me all those questions, and I was like, wow, I was like 19 years old. Dead bodies? What is he talking about, or weapons. Just that was weird.
Well, every live I've done, and of course I don't do that many. I do one a month, but every time I try to shout out to somebody that is growing channel, or even sometimes a big channel. I think last time I shout out My Legacy Garage. He's actually a pretty big channel, and he's on here now. So he's not huge, but he's big and steadily growing. That's good stuff. So this month, and I wrote it down. I'm trying to find it here. Make sure it's Holler Boys Garage.
Oh, yeah. I watched
So if y'all haven't checked them out, check out Holler Boys Garage. And I'm trying to share stuff. I'm not like Roy Marcos or Roberts here. I don't share people's channels more than my own even. But man, it's a really big help. You guys sharing, and it's a community. It's a pretty good community here. So
I try to, like I said, I try to help out whoever.
You do, man. You and Roy Marcos,
I haven't been doing it
more than
so
anybody
much.
I know.
I'm just waiting for more followers before I start doing it again.
Okay.
Because everybody already knows what they're all on there.
Right, you guys seeing the same stuff. So
yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. I know it's it's almost 2 hours now, so I know you guys have stuff to do, and I appreciate all the guys and gals in the comments. Appreciate y'all stopping by and coming in, chatting and all that. And it's been fun, guys. We'll have to do it again sometime, mix it up. If y'all ever want me on y'all's channel, I'll be there. I appreciate all the support. So if you guys haven't subscribed to My Legacy or Roberts, get over there and do it. Subscribe. They got great content.
It's free.
It's free. It is free. And not only subscribe, but when you're watching the videos, hit the like button, put a comment on there. All that algorithm helps bring people to that channel.
Yep, it does.
And this is a community, so let's keep everybody going. Let's keep each other going. So I like it a lot. Yeah, Nova, you cost the last 10 minutes of it. That's okay. Hey, you stopped in. That's awesome. You have to go back and watch the rest of it now, right?
Yeah, community competition it's huge, and it should be more prevalent than it is. I don't understand why it isn't. And even the community on your own channel to read and respond to every comment. I mean, if they're taking the time to leave the comment, the least I can do is read it and respond.
Right.
Or delete it, right? If it's about
depends what it is.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I leave the bad ones on there too. I don't care. Thanks for
Some
watching.
of them you have to delete.
They don't like it when you respond like that.
Well, thanks for watching.
Or I'll say thanks for the view if you hated it.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what I mean? Whatever.
Hey, I appreciate the feedback, right?
Yeah. Just helping me out with a thumbs down, thumbs up.
Hey, it's all part of the algorithm. Yeah. Well, and then you guys probably don't get a whole lot of that. I know you said you did on the Ford video, but yeah, as long as you don't put something too controversial out there, I don't think people will be. I don't think there's always going to be somebody mad at what you're doing. So
yeah,
it'll be all right. Still part of it.
Can't believe all the views he got on that pool thing he was doing. I mean, I was like, what in the? How is it? What's the hell?
Hey,
it's a good video, but I
like on that all the time.
Yeah,
how-to videos do great. And as much as Roberts, some of that tricky stuff, you might want to do a quick how-to video, even if it's only 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long. Hey, it'll add up.
Right.
So,
I know.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
I know
you're doing great, but I'm just saying, because your knowledge, I'm sure you can spread it.
I could do better. No. I could do better, but I was, lazy and quit talking to me now. Go on else.
Uh-oh. We're going to see Robert get beat up.
She won't beat me up. She's nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here, guys. Like I said, I appreciate it. And I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but I know here it's almost 9 o'clock. So
it's 8:54.
Yeah, same here then. And over there it's what 9:54, right?
Yippers.
He's tired.
Oh yeah. He's tired. He past his bedtime. Hey, I do appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys ever want me to come on and help with live on y'all's channel or anything, let me know. And everybody in the comments, appreciate you coming in.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank
you. Sir. No problem. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Here it goes.